This lesson introduces you to an alternate method of inserting and managing images. It uses the JCE extension that was installed and enabled in the previous section. The topics demonstrated in this lesson are Joomla image insertion versus JCE, upload options, inserting images, how to add spacing, how to add a border, managing files and folders, and the JCE subscription. The image insertion method demonstrated in the previous lesson is a native Joomla feature and you'll need to use it from time to time. However, if you choose to use the JCE editor, it has its own image feature, which is activated by clicking the Insert/Edit Image icon in the bottom row of the editor. The JCE image feature is superior because image settings are easier to edit, spaces can be added around images, and a border can be added too. One downside is the free version of JCE does not include the caption feature. As before, the first step to adding images to an article is to get those images onto your hosting account. JCE uses the standard images folder, so you can easily access images that were added via Media Manager. You also still have the choice of uploading images ahead of time or adding them when you create an article. To insert bulk images ahead of time, you can use Joomla's Media Manager as demonstrated in the previous lesson. You can also upload when you create or edit an article as follows. From the article entry page, click the image icon in the JCE editor. Step 2, if necessary, navigate to the folder which will store the files. Step 3, click the upload icon which is positioned at the middle right. Step 4, you can either drag and drop files from your local system or click the Browse button. If you browse, then you need to navigate through your local files as normal and make your selection. Step 5, click the Upload button. The images will be transferred to the active folder. As this process is all about uploading, you can now click Cancel and close the article. For this next process, let's assume you have already uploaded images and you just need to insert a single image into an article. Here are the steps. Step 1. In Article Manager, create a new article or edit an existing one. Step 2. Position the cursor at the beginning of the paragraph or on a new line. Step 3. Click the Insert Image icon in the JCE editor. Step 4. The bottom half of this window contains a file browser. Navigate to the folder that contains the desired image. Step 5. Click the relevant file name. Step 6. Enter some text that describes the image into the alternate text box. Step 7, if appropriate, choose left or right in the alignment menu. Step 8, click the Insert button. And Step 9, save the article. Unlike the standard Joomla image feature, it's easy to edit image settings in JCE. Just click the image in the editor so it becomes selected, and then click the image icon. This reopens the JCE Image Manager where you can make changes, and then click the Update button at the bottom. Remember that the article needs to be saved too. When you align an image to the side of text, it's positioned hard up against that content, which looks a little ugly. It's best to always add some horizontal spacing as follows. Step 1. From the article entry page, position the cursor at the start of the paragraph. Step 2. Click the image icon. Step 3. Select the image. Step 4. Select the alignment. Step 5. Spacing is managed on the line labelled margin. Uncheck the box labelled equal values. If you choose to align the image to the right of the text, add some spacing to the left. In the left box, enter the number of pixels you wish to use for spacing. Click Insert and view the results. If you are aligning the image to the left, you should add a value to the right box instead. If the image is small and the paragraph wraps beneath it, you might need to add a value to the bottom box. If equal values is checked, only the top box is available, and entering a number here will add that amount of space on every side of the image. Images sometimes look better when they are surrounded with a border. This is especially so with some photos, as they look more defined when they have a border. You'll need to experiment a bit to see what works best on your site. But personally, when I have a website with a light coloured background such as white, I tend to use a light grey border. Here's the process. Step 1. From the article entry page, click the image icon. Step 2. Select an image. Step 3. Check the box next to border. Step 4. Enter the width of the border in pixels. I like to keep it subtle, and so I tend to leave this set at 1. Step 5. There are all sorts of clever styles, but you'll probably want to keep this simple and leave it set to solid. Step 6. Click the colour box at the end of the row. Step 7. Select a colour. I usually click the Named tab and choose a grey from the bottom, either white smoke, or if I want something darker I go with silver. Step 8. Insert or update the image. And step 9. Remember to save the article. There are various file management tasks you'll need to perform, and although much of this can be done via Media Manager, it's helpful to know where these functions are in JCE. The first is renaming a file, which is done in the image window. You select the file, and then click this icon at the right. Enter the new name, and click OK. Be aware that this will break any images that have already been inserted into articles. The system isn't able to change those references automatically. Creating folders is much the same as it is on your local computer. Navigate to the parent folder and then click this icon. Enter a name and click OK when you're done. One final word about the JCE extension. I mentioned that it doesn't have a caption option. There is an advanced version available that includes captions along with several other features. This is available as a commercial subscription, and I encourage you to at least check it out. That completes this lesson, which covered Joomla image insertion versus JCE, upload options, inserting images, how to add spacing, how to add a border, managing files and folders, and the JCE subscription.